Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a different video for you guys today. For all of my lovely planner peeps, I have noticed, should probably have noticed that I have a lot of stickers. I went through and I counted them because I was trying to find something to use during any given week and I was getting a little bit overwhelmed. And so I posted a picture in the Glam Planning group and someone asked me how many there were. So I went through and I counted. At that point in time, I had 202 different kits and 35 of them were Glam Planner. And I realized, okay, A, I have a problem. B, I have enough kits to last me a couple of years, like going on 4. And C, they were so disorganized. Even though I tried keeping them organized, they weren't. I have a bookshelf over here that you can't see that had, right now it's a total mess, that had stickers all over it. It had boxes of stickers, it had packs of stickers, it had photo albums full of stickers, it had all sorts of them everywhere. And I realized that A, I can't live like this, and B, there's gotta be a better way. So I like making these little baskets. And I made a little basket and I filled it full of stickers. I put in little labels for all of my stickers and I organized them by shop and then by theme. So I have like all my Christmas, all my summer, all those together kind of organized. And I thought you guys might like to see how I did it. I will be sure to link the original video that I got the idea for the basket in. I did make modifications to that video and I will show you what I did. If you have any questions about the specifics of making it, let me know. If my video doesn't answer it and the video that I got it from doesn't answer it, I will be sure to answer any comments that you have. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and make one for you guys. I'll kind of describe what I'm doing with it. I'll kind of describe what I'm doing with it, as well as kind of walk you through. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work yet. I'm not sure about camera placement because when my sewing machine's going, the whole table shakes. But I will definitely do my best to make sure that you guys are able to see the whole process. Yeah, so umming aside, that is all I have to say for right now. And I will get everything set up and I will be back with you. Alright guys, so this is the fabric that I'm using. It is Coney Island by Moda. I got it in a sew sampler box and it's only 3.5 inches. It's a really weird size. It's supposed to be like the next, I don't know, specialty pre-cut fabric, and normally I don't use it. These sizes like this, I usually stick to the 5, 10, and strip cuts if I'm going to do pre-cut, or these big ones right here, which is, they're like quarter yards, half yards, full yard bundles. So for this one, I figured the fabric is beautiful, I really enjoy it, and I might as well use it. So the first thing I did was split it up. I broke it into different color categories, so that way all the like colors would be together. Because I wanted to make sure that the end result was nice and scrappy, and so in order to keep it nice and scrappy, I had to break it into different colorways. And as you can see, there is a dark blue, like a pinky coral color, orange, yellow, tan, a light green, a light blue, and a white. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a piece of fabric from each of these piles. I'm going to put 2 together and I'm going to sew those 2 together. Okay, so as you can see, I chain pieced them all together so they're all attached. I showed every single one of them with a quarter inch seam. So that way they will stay together. It's common practice for any quilter. So if you know any quilters or you are one, this will be totally normal, everyday run-of-the-mill type of stuff. So now I'm going to take them all apart, and now that my iron is heated up, we'll get them all ironed out. I didn't have any special way I went about picking which fabric went with which. I just tried to make sure that they contrasted to a certain extent. That way they would all be scrappy but pretty together. So I tried to keep the lights and the darks together. Occasionally a couple of similar tones would end up together, but I tried my best to make sure that that wouldn't happen too often. As you can see, they actually shed quite a bit. If you can see all the little pieces of stuff everywhere. Now, this is the new pack that I just finished. This is the pack that I used on this one. So I had 2 packs total, and I figured I could make about 3 out of them. So I want to try to mix in some of the older ones with some of the newer ones, because the brighter colors like the blues, they don't have them a lot in the pack. So there's more light colors than there are darker colors. So we have to scatter the blues around. And we need 4 sets of 3. So we need 12 of these together. I also try to make sure that they nest. So if you look at the backs lay down a certain way, and I want to make sure that they're opposites so that when you put them together, the seams will nest. So if you put them together like this, you have one seam on one side and one seam on the other side, and they fit together nicely. That way when you're sewing it, they lock together. So we'll take 2 of them, lock them together, and then sew. And then once that one's done, you open it up and you grab once that's done, you open it up and you grab the 3rd one. So they make sure you have all 3 together. Open it up, and then you add the next one on. Make sure, again, the seams lock together. All right, and there you go. So I'm gonna make 3 more of these, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we have all 4 of the outside pieces, and now we just need to iron them out. I iron them so that the edges go out, because it seems to make it the most, I don't know, it just seems to make it lie the best. But this is okay, so my camera died. I let it charge for a while, and now I'm using it again. I'm going to finish this up and do my plan with me, and then I'll put it back on to charge again. So what I was doing when it died was I was ironing it all up. So I ironed the seams away from the center just because it seems to lie better that way. And then now, as soon as my iron finishes heating up, I will iron it out this way, and I'll do that to all 4 of my pieces. All right, all 4 of those are done. Now I need to have a couple of pieces of background fabric. And I have 2 pieces right here that are almost the right size. They're just a hair too big. But I need 3 pieces this size and then 2 pieces a little bit smaller. So this is interfacing. It's fusible, so if I put that on it, it'll stick to it. And we want to get some that are about the right size. I have some more extra over there, but this is what I have left over, and I wanted to try to use what's left over first. Okay, so this is the same size as this little one. Almost. Trim it afterwards. Like I mentioned before, one of these pieces needs to be shorter. So we have 3 longer pieces and 2 shorter pieces. Now we have to go back to the iron. So now we have to iron all these pieces on. These ones are for the liner, so you don't use those ones. So we have 1, 2, 3 pieces, 3 long pieces, and 1, 2 short pieces. These are the liners. Those are the liners. We're not gonna do anything with those ones yet. This is gonna be the bottom, and these are the sides. So these ones we will get going now. So for this one, we need to decide which one of these we like the best. So we pick 2 of these ones that we like the best. All right, that's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna keep this one aside to put on one of the big pieces. It just irons down. Cool, huh? Now we'll move back over to the sewing machine. So now I'm going to take these, I'm going to put some lines down it. I'm going to sew right along these lines, and it will give it some more visual interest. Not only does this give it visual interest, but it also makes it so that the fusible fleece, batting, stiff stuff stays attached. Now I'm going to cut them down to size, and then I have one more stitch to do on these. Now those are all done. Now we are done with cutting for now. So let's start with the outside. So you're gonna have, this is the bottom of the bag. Can you see? No? Okay. So this is the bottom. We'll go out just a little bit so you can see more of the table. All right, so this is the bottom of the bag. These are the long sides and these are the short sides. So how it works is you have one long side with two short sides on either side. Make sure they all line up nicely, like that. And then you're gonna have the bottom and then the other side. We have not gone through and sewn this last line yet, but this is how we're gonna set it up. And so I'm gonna go through inside and sew this last line down the middle, just to make sure everything's held in place nicely. And then I will put it back in this formation and we'll start sewing it all together. Now we're going to move this to a 1/2 inch. Instead of having the 1/4 inch that we've been using for all the fabric, this part needs a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to move my needle over and keep sewing. So the first little section's together. This is the middle, the long panel and then the two side panels. And now we have the bottom panel and the other long side panel to put together. So I'll just put those two pieces together and sew them together. But unlike these ones where I sew together the short lengths, this one I'm doing the long lengths. All right, there you go. Now I have to sew this piece to this piece. Now, let's do it that way. Okay, so what I have to do for this piece is I'm going to stick them on top of each other, so they're still going to make that T. But if you look, they're going to overlap some, and that's okay. We want them to overlap, but I don't want to go all the way to the edge. I only want to go to the seam. So you're going to start here at this one seam. And there you have the box. Now we're going to start putting all the sides together. So we want all the sides to line up so that it makes a little box. Okay? So now we're going to take it and we're going to fold these pieces together. You're just going to kind of finagle them until they kind of fit together. Okay? And then you sew it. So see? It's kind of coming together like a little house. And then again, just finagle the sides like that. Stick it under and sew. Ta-da! Little box. Now we're going to put this aside and do the liner. The liner is exactly the same, except there's no of the little Interform Plus. There's none of this stability here. So it's just the fabric itself. And so this one doesn't matter which order you put it in. It just matters that you have the short side against one of the long sides, and then you have each of the long sides, and then you have these two long sides off over here by themselves. So it's the same exact thing, but I'll show you again. And these again stay at that 1/2 inch mark, because if they don't, it won't fit in the box correctly. And there you have it, a second one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put right sides together. So we're going to take the main outside of the box and we're going to flip it through. Make sure to push all those little corners out. Nice and pretty. See? Isn't it cute? Now, we're going to put the right sides together. So we're going to stick the liner on the outside and the bag on the inside. This confused me so much when I first started sewing. I did not understand the concept of why the liner has to go inside of the bag, but it does. And I love making bags next to quilts. It's my favorite thing to make. Okay. So now we're just going to sew around the outside. So I sewed around all but one side. So I sewed all the way around the outside edge except for right here. I left a nice big opening right here. Now we're going to flip it inside out. And this is where all the magic happens. So as you can see, the whole thing's been flipped. The liner is inside where it belongs, but now we need to close up this raw side and make the whole thing look more professional. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it down like this. I'm going to stitch all the way around the outside edge, and while I'm doing it, I'm going to make sure that this piece gets tucked in so that way it gets sewed up too. But we do not want a whole ½ inch. We only want the 1/4 of an inch. So we just want a nice little rim around the outside edge. I go really, really slow over these side pieces where the corners are, because they are full of bulk. If this happens where it just doesn't quite tuck in quite nicely enough, just run a little bit of a stitch over the top of it, it'll be fine. And unless you're really looking for it, you're not going to see that little piece right there. And then you see the inside's a little bit, it doesn't quite, it's not tight. If you want it to a little bit tighter, which is what I usually like to do, I pull out my ironing stuff. And because this is double-sided adhesive, you just stick it like this, make it flat. Stick the iron inside, and it will stick it down. See? So also with all the sides, just because that's the way I like it. This is not a needed step at all. It's just a step that I tend to like to do. All right, there you go, cute little box. Now I'm gonna fill it. I don't know how much of that I missed because I didn't hear it beep. So we have a pile of Christmas, a pile of fall. This to me is spring. And then we have summer. Both of those are summer. Both of those to me are summer. And then this one, these are kind of like princessy Disney ones, so we'll put this one to the side too. And then this one, and this one to me don't really have a seasonal category, so I'm going to put this in the other pile. And then we have New York, which is the travel. And this one, I don't know, I'm going to put that in the other two. So we have other, and then we have travel. Both of those are other to me. Both of those are others. They don't have like a specific season or theme that they belong to. I kind of just put them in the other category. So this one's Christmassy or winter. This one's more Disney. This one's more travel, I think. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little things. I need one that says Glam Planner on it. I'm just going to fold them all in half and get the labels ready. I'm not real picky about this stuff. I just kind of do it to get it done. When it comes to the labels, I mean, I want the labels to look nice, but at the same time, I'm not overly picky about them. I do, however, try to line them up about the same. That one looks terrible. Look how bad that looks. All right, well, let's put this into the other. I'm not gonna put this with the main one. Okay, now I take the bag and I take all of my others and just sit them in there nicely and then put the little flag in. Lay it down so it'll be easier to work with. There, that's better. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, let's do this one, the main one, because that one's pretty. That one off to the side. All right, see? There it is. So you have the little box that you made, I made all by myself. And then I have a bunch of Glam Planner stuff in it. Actually, I think it's all of it. I'll have to double check. There might be one more. But that is it. And they're all sectioned off into, you know, other fun, cutesy versus travel, spring, summer, fall, winter, and Christmas, and then princesses. And then I will just keep putting more shops in here until I have it all full up. And then I will have a couple of them. I will bring you back later. I need to take a little break, but I'll bring you guys back later and show you how I finished it. All right, guys. So I'm just here to show you what everything looks like and then show you where I'm gonna put it. I have a bookshelf over here behind me and it had all my stickers and stuff on it. Now it's mostly just extra planner stuff, empty ring binders, the little 5-inch 3-ring binders where all my stickers were, as well as just other little planner things, blank sticker paper, that kind of stuff. But it's a lot more organized now. It was getting ridiculous. Stickers were everywhere. There was boxes of stickers, all the binders were full, and now they're mostly empty. There's only one that has stickers in it right now. And I will probably go through and sort out more of it later, like the little stickers, so that way I have a better system for the small stickers. You've probably already seen my binder for the teeny stickers. That one's I'm not worried about. It's just all the other little ones. I think the teenies are perfect the way they are. It's just all the extras that I have from like Once More with Love and Coffee Monsters Co. and just all those little stickers, you know, the little emojis and emojis and sprinkles from Frank Hartzu, that kind of stuff. But for my actual stickers, I just put this one here today. I've got to make a little folder for it. But this is one of them. I have 3 that all look the same. The only difference is that the newest one I made has a different background because I ran out. And you really can't see the background if you just glance at it, but almost all my stickers are in there. The only ones that aren't are, yeah, the Little Paper Dog Press and Poppy Willow Co. are still in a binder because they don't have individual sleeves. And I ran out of room and it was just the 2 and there was only a handful of sticker kits each.
So I just left them in the binder and put the binder back on the shelf. But I will go ahead and put these away, and then I will show you what the shelf that I have them on looks like, and as well as show you the shelf they came from. And you'll see that I should have done it before I started it, but I didn't think about it. But I'll show you what it looks like now. So this is the shelf that they were all on, and it still has some stuff on it. The bottom shelf is patterns, then the middle shelf is magazines, and then this shelf has little bits of everything on it. That one's more a planner shelf, and the top shelf has a basket full of odds and ends from sewing. And then these are what used to be full of stickers. Only this white one at the end, over here actually has stickers in it anymore. But as you can see, this whole thing used to be jam-packed full of odds and ends stickers everywhere, and now it's much cleaner. And here is where they ended up. They're all sitting on top of another bookshelf in my room. They're easily accessible. I can look through them whenever I want. Here's the bookshelf that they're all sitting on. Planner stuff right there. But yep, that's it. That is where all of my stickers have found their homes. Alright guys, so that's it. Now you've seen where my stickers used to live and now where they live now. I hope it gives you some great ideas about how to organize your own stickers. If you have any questions, just ask. I will do my best to make sure that I have some basic instructions in the description, as well as the link to the original unmodified baskets that I got the idea from and then modified to make them my own. So yeah, if you guys need anything else, let me know and I will talk to you soon. Bye!